Hello and welcome, ladies and gents, back to the channel. Now, as we do with every single year, we always look in towards the major Pickems, right? The diamond coin, that's what everybody's looking towards. The major pass is out. It got released at like 9 a.m. UK time, which is like 2 a.m. in Seattle or wherever Valve is based, which, I mean, fair play, late night for them getting this out for us. So, you know, credit, we love to see it. It's out. We're going to go through my Pickems, what's different, how the pass looks, and all the rest. And let's kickstart with that. We'll go have a look at the pass straight away. This is the new and improved pass in towards 2024. And I got to say, I'm a fan, man. I think this is really damn cool. Now, there's a few key changes. First of all, which is normal, if you want to get the souvenirs and the coin, you got to buy it. I think it's £15.29 for some reason. That's just like a conversion. For the pass and the 3 souvenirs, the standard one, I think it's like £11 for just the pass itself, which is probably like 15 bucks or 15 euros, roughly alongside of that. We've got the team graffiti and all the rest, which we'll come to at the end. But what has changed, as you can see here, this is the, you know, normally we have just the teams at the top and these squares at the bottom, which we just place the teams in. And I was one of those people, like most, who would kind of play the game, so to say, right? So we just try and guarantee picks going through, guarantee you know, what teams are going to make it through, and then the 3-0s and the 0-3s were kind of just like throwaways sort of thing. That's not the case anymore. You've actually got to guess your 3-0s correct, as you can see here. This is 3-0 advance, 3-1 and 3-2 advance, and 0-3 here. So you've actually got to guess the 3-0s right, which changes things. It actually makes you put your money where your mouth is. Now, one thing we're going to do to really help with this, and I'll leave this linked down below, is we're going to head to a website called majors.im. Before we do that, we'll take a look at the opening matchups. These are how things look to kickstart the first round, right? So these are the teams, of course. These are the opening games. Cloud9 Ecstatic, Eternify the Mongols, Ents Imperial, Apex Pain, 9 Pandas Amcal, nice little derby there. Heroic Limvision, Furia Legacy, another nice derby, and Saw Koi, another nice derby. So we've got some pretty cool games off the rip. We've got some real kind of storylines, so to say, to kickstart things. Big fan of this. What we'll do is we'll head over to this site, majors.im. You can all find it. I will link it down below as well for all of you. This is going to help us sort of determine who's going to be the 3-0, who's going to be the 0-3, and then who fits in the rest, so to say. So we're going to just play this off favorites. It's basically the only way you can go about it. There's always going to be upsets, right? There's no two ways around it. I mean, there's best of ones to kickstart, as you can see here. So best of ones are the first, I think it's 4 rounds, I want to say, or like first 2 or 3 rounds. It's non-qualification games are best of ones, essentially. So there's always, you know, there's always upsets in best of ones. You can never count them out. But let's run through these. I'm going to go relatively speedy. We're not going to touch them all too much. Cloud9 Ecstatic, we're going to go C9. Eternify Mongols, we're going to go Eternify. Ents Imperial, we're going to go Ents. Apex here. Heroic here. Amcal here. I'm an Amcal fan. I think 9 Panthers have a bit of a ceiling above them, but I'm liking Amcal. Saw versus Koi, they beat them in a Blast Premier, like for the Blast Premier Showdown spot. They beat them in the Iberian qualifier in the final, and then also have now just recently qualified to London as well. So Saw, I think, are of the two the better side, and then Furia Legacy, that one shouldn't be too questionable. Even though it's a best of one, it should be fine. Cloud9 Ankbel, always knew a Cloud9 there. We're going to stick with Eternal Fire because their recent run of form has looked really good. Ents Saw, I'm going to go Ents. Apex Heroic, I'm going to go Heroic. 9 Pandas Legacy, I'm actually probably going to go 9 Pandas. They've looked really solid for the most part. I just really like Amcal, so that's why I went for them first round. But 9 Pandas have looked pretty good. Their RMR run was respectable. I'll give them that. Ecstatic versus Koi. That one's quite tough. I'm tempted with a Koi here. Or do I go Ecstatic? This one's not easy. I'll show you why. We'll look at we'll go to the overview, look at the teams. So Koi have a decent team. Adam S and Davi G for me have been quite decent. The Dodo stepped it back up and just has been, you know, a bit of a stalwart for a while. Ecstatic, they're so reliant on Kragan. If Kragan doesn't pop off, this team really struggles. For that reason, I'm actually going to go Koi. So we'll go with that. Look at that. Limvision Mongols all day. And then the final one of Imperial Pain, we're going to go Imperial. Eternify Heroic. Now, the fact that it's even Eternify Heroic here is actually kind of crazy because that's a 3-0 qualification spot. Which means that this game here makes the big difference, doesn't it? I still do probably rate. I probably still do rate Eternal Fire over Furia, but over Heroic is difficult. Heroic yesterday qualified to I Am Dallas. And you'll see, right? This Eternal Fire side, they've been playing sick, man. Dantaras and Woxic are back. Wakadia is a real, like, stud of a rifler. Super, super talented. Heroic, though, they have a lot of name value have done well. I think the real big difference is the AWPers. I actually probably do rate Woxic higher than Nikodos. And for that reason, I might go Eternal Fire, man. I might go Eternal Fire 3-0. I'm all in on Turkey. Let's do it. Eternal Fire 3-0. And then Ents Cloud9, I'm going to go Cloud9. They look so good at the RMR. And Ents bombed out of I Am Dallas, or the Quals. So for that reason, I'm going to go with them. Then I'm going to go Saw for this one. Amcal Koi, I'm probably going to go Amcal, actually, for that one. Apex versus Imperial. I'm going to go Apex. That's actually quite close, though. Like, Imperial, they're not a slouch of a team. Furia should take down the Mongols. I say that, actually. Furia always lose the Mongols. So I do say that, but they've got a real kind of thorn in the side of taking down this Mongol side. I'm going to, just for the thought process, maybe... Oh, I don't know, man. If history has to repeat itself, this side cannot beat them. Maybe, actually, for that reason alone, they can't beat them. So maybe for that reason alone, I go with that. Ecstatic versus Legacy. Pain to say, but probably Ecstatic take that. And then Lin Vision, Pain. I'm going to go Lin Vision. So there's my 0-3s. Pain and Legacy locked in towards the 0-3. So there's at least a start. And the 3-0s on as well with Cloud9 and Eternal Fire. 2-1s. We're going to go Ents taking down them. Heroic should win that one. Should is the operative word, but they should. Mongol should win that one. Furia should be fine. I'm actually going to go... Ooh. I'm going to go Imperial here. As much as it's kind of a tough one, this Imperial side are no joke. Hetty, Phelps, and Vinny, obviously legends of the game. Decency in no way. They're not a slouch. You know, these youngsters who we were unsure what they're going to look like on LAN, at the RMR, looked very, very good. So I'm going to give them their credit. And then 9 Pandas Ecstatic. I'm probably going to go 9 Pandas there. Then we get into last games. Imperial versus Amcal. It pains me to say, but I might go Imperial here. Like, I like this Amcal side a lot. I think Icy is like one of the best young AWPers. If you've checked out my bold prediction video, which I did like tag, it's my most recent video before this. Go and have a look at it. I talk about Icy quite a lot. Very, very talented youngster. He's somebody who I think can really make a big, big difference. But Imperial as a whole unified unit might have the advantage. I think Vinny's probably a better fragging caller than Nickelback. I like Nickelback calling. And, you know, what they can step up in the game. So probably for that reason, I'm going to go Imperial. Saw versus Furia. I'm going to go Furia. And then the final one, I'm going to go Apex. So that's how we're going to go with things. 3-0s of Cloud9 and Eternal Fire. The 3-1s across the board there of Ents, Heroic, and Mongols. And 3-2s of Apex, Furia, and Imperial. Our 0-3s are Pain and Legacy. So let's jump back into the game and we'll lock those all in place. So we had Cloud9, of course. Here we go. And Eternal Fire as our 3-0s. Our 3-1s. Oh, wait, we can just put them all in here, actually. We don't actually even need to. We can just whack them in. Yeah, Heroic, Furia, Apex are in it. We had the Mongols as well. And our last one was... Who was it? Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Ents, yes. Heroic, yes. Mongols, yes. Furia, yes. Oh, Imperial. There we go. Imperial. And then our 0-3s. Legacy and Pain. I think at least one of these two are guaranteed to go 0-3. And I think actually Pain are probably more likely to go 0-3. So for that reason alone, we're going to go with those two. And I feel like the pointer here, right? You know, at least Ents, Heroic, Furia should all guarantee making it through. So there's 3 points there. One of these two should go. I think Cloud9 might go 3-0. They've actually looked pretty good recently. And then I think one, if not both. So I think we'll make it. I'm going to lock these ones in. That's what we're going to go with. The team I think I'm going to win the major. I'm going to go Vitality, man. I'm going to lock them into the sticker. So let me know what you guys are thinking. That's what we're going with, right? We're going to go with the 3-0 of the Cloud9 Eternal Fire. That one does feel a little audacious, I got to say, because you definitely could go like an Ents here. Or Heroic, maybe. But I'm not going to go for the reasons specified. So that's what we're going to go with. There's my diamond coin for the first stage. When the elimination stage comes out, we're going to be jumping on towards that one. Of course, another video will come out, and then with the playoffs too. The playoffs, I am actually in Copenhagen for the major, so I'm hoping that it's released before I fly out, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it, because it might not, and I might have to do it on the website, and I might be able to do a video for it. So all things considered, we'll keep an eye on that. But for now, that's what we're going to go with. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thank you for watching. This is what we're locking in. We'll see you next time.